A 2-1 team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have... Five-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing first play is Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. A little juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this being a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy, throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Finding space at the 40. Still on his feet. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Kamara gets it again on second down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is good. He's been automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field goal line.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, putting together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Herbert on 3rd down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that and 9. Now it's Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Browns drive about to get started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got Smith here. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Purdy. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Looking here for Smith downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Smith, 74 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Purdy's throw caught by Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this one too low.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball but will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mark Andrews from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And his throw is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, his 2nd sack of the night. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And take it right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. To throw again. Herbert. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Purdy to throw it on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Kamara. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
From his own end zone, Herbert going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw from his end zone, Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, Herbert. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Purdy. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Purdy on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field. Ready up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come.